How's it going? It's Nasty T, and this is another episode of the Optimal Class series. Today we're going to be talking about the AK-12, its strengths, weaknesses, and then the optimal class build. I think most people would regard this gun as the second best gun in the game behind the Remington. I think if the Remington's the best gun, this is kind of 1A, not a big drop off, pretty close. And I think the Remington's a little more suited for competitive play, while the AK is your pub stomping weapon. If you want to get 30, 40, sometimes 50 kill games, this is the class you want to go with. And like a lot of YouTubers, they get 50 kill games regularly. You get those huge scores, 60, 70, nuts. I am not that type of player. I am not the high kill guy. I'm more the efficiency guy. Some kills, not a lot of deaths. But when I use this gun, I frequently find myself getting over 30 kills a game, which is a lot of fun. It's a little bit different. It's a nice mix-up. So let's get into the strengths of this gun. Number one, the iron sight. This is the best iron sight in the game. I could say that pretty safely. And Ghost is a game with not great iron sights. You pretty much need a red dot, a tracker sight, a thermal on majority of the weapons in this game. So it's huge whenever you can use the iron sight because one, close range play is going to be a little bit easier, and two, you're going to be able to free up a slot so you don't have to waste that. You can have silence or extended mags. You can, put whatever you want, customize the gun a little bit more because the iron sight's so strong. Another big strength is the range. It is like the Remington close, not quite as good, but kind of has that absurd range. Gonna outrange every other assault rifle in the game. Remington submachine guns. It competes with light machine guns, beats the LSAT, so that's very good. Weakness for this gun, low RPM, similar to the Remington. Think of them as kind of cousin weapons. They're similar. Low RPM. You run out of ammo with this gun, but it's not really the gun's fault. It's just such a good weapon overall. The survivability is very high. You'll win a lot of gunfights. You'll stay alive longer, and that clip will, go on zero because you have just killed so many people. So, not a lot of weaknesses to this gun. A lot of strength, so it's a very safe play. Let's get into the class build here. Extended mag silencer. Extended mags because, like I said, you're going to stay alive for so long. You want those extra bullets because you get 3 clips of 30. So if you get those extended mags, 3 clips of 45, an extra 45 shots. Silencer, because the range is so good, it's going to keep you off the radar, and it's not going to impact your damage because the range is so absurd. You're kind of falling in line with the rest of the assault rifles, but you are off the radar on top of it. For perks, we have quick draw ready up, have that on every single assault rifle class, along with focus. Don't want your gun swaying, aiming down sights, or kicking up when you get hit. So here's where this becomes the pub stomping weapon. This is the most important part of the video. If you take nothing else away from this video, really this series of the optimal class, I think this is one of the biggest things. So the final 2 perks on this class are blind eye and sit rep. And if you're going to have those big kill games, extending your kill streaks are key. And sit rep and blind eye are great for that because you can be a very good player, but it's a 6-man team. And if your teammates aren't so good, there's going to be battle hinds up in the air, there's going to be sentry guns down, maybe an IMS, and it's going to stop you. It's going to kill you when you have a 4 or a 6 kill streak before you can unlock those big kill streaks, before you can maybe get your dog or your IMS. So sit rep's going to avoid the IEDs, it's going to avoid the sentry guns, because you're going to be able to see those through walls. And blind eye, you're not going to get hammered by, air support. The sentry guns aren't going to take you out. So those things are going to keep you alive, and that's going to let you chain together kill streaks. Because the difference between a good Call of Duty player and a great Call of Duty player is chaining their kill streaks. Because a lot of people can get better at aiming. There's tons of videos on that on YouTube. You can understand the maps. You can understand where to stand. You can be overall good at the game, have a good idea of what the opponent's going to do. And you're going to have solid games. You're going to have, you're normally going to go positive, have your big games, and you're going to go negative a few times. You're a good player. You're a casual player. But what makes a great player is chaining those kill streaks. It's, okay, I didn't step on that IED. I survived a little bit longer. I got 3 extra kills, and now I have my sentry gun. Now that I have my sentry gun down, it can protect the middle of the map while I watch one way, and then I can get my battle hind. And things like that stack and stack and stack. And that's where you have the giant games. If you ever hop in a lobby and you see someone score and you're like, I don't understand how they got 59 kills in a game, it's because they chain their kill streaks. And I know it's easier said than done. It's like, well, if you just don't die, you'll be good at this game. And sometimes people do say that in YouTube videos, and I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do with that? But if you have things like sit rep on, okay, I'm not going to hit that IED when I turn the corner. I want to rush. I want to be aggressive. Or I want to try to take this person out because I have an advantage if I come from this area. You can see that IED through the wall. Or let's say you're going to an objective and there's an IMS sitting on the flag and you don't see it and you turn the corner. Boom, you're dead. You have to reset your kill streaks. Well, with sit rep, you're not going to have that problem. Blind eye is huge because I can't tell you the amount of times where, oh, well, there's a sentry gun holding the middle of the map. So 2 of my 3 routes are cut off now. I don't have a huge, chance for success. Or, okay, there's been a battle lined up this entire game, and, oh, there's the chopper gunner. How are you going to do well if there's a chopper gunner up? It has nothing to do with your skill if your teammates are just feeding the other team. So these 2 perks are huge. You already have the ready up quick draw so you can react. You can play a little more aggressive with this class because you have the silencer, you have the perks that let you move a little quicker, and the AK's iron sight. A big reason I use the iron sight on this gun, the thermal scope's very good, yes. But if you're flipping between scopes, if you get caught with a thermal scope on and someone pops up right next to you, pulling up the iron sight is just much easier. So that's what makes this class the pub stomping weapon. Yes, this is a good gun. It has a bigger clip than the Remington. Great iron sights. You can put a silencer on with minimal penalty. You have the perks on, like sit rep, like blind eye. They're going to keep you alive. Kill streaks, last thing. I just go big with this. You're going to see I have a couple different ones on in the video. In the class, it really didn't matter. I wanted to say, hey, these are the 3 best. But at the end of the day, it's personal preference. I would say Griffin for sure. I think Griffin's the most bang for your buck for kill streaks. If you want to run Chopper Gunner, Battle Hind, Sentry Gun, IMS, whatever you want, I would just go big. I'd have 2 kill streaks, 9 or above, because this is your pub stomping weapon. This is where you're going to have success, and this is where you're really going to dominate people. So that's the optimal class for the AK-12. My name's Nasty T, and thanks for the view.